Hi, ladybugs. How we doing? We're gonna put jammies on a dais today. Yeah, because we haven't done anything with him for a few days, so we'll get a dais and some jammies. I gotta wet his hair. His hair is very fluffy, so if you don't wet it and comb it down, then it just looks crazy. I find that to be the case with the mohair, especially the yearling mohair. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Especially the yearling mohair. So yeah. Did you guys see that video I posted earlier today about the video where they were kind of putting us down? That just really bothered me so much. It just is so unfair, you know. Everybody that I've met in this community, and I'm not angry about it anymore, I'm just a little sad about it, because everybody I've met in this community has been the most amazing people. I have met the kindest, most giving, sweet, kind-hearted women like ever in this community. And so to hear people like put down the community and in general the people in the community just makes me sad, because I just think to myself, if they got to know these women, you know, the women that are in this community, they would totally, you know, understand how unfair it is to think badly of them just because they collect dolls. You know what I mean? Just makes me feel a little sad. But oh, so I have great news. So you guys know that I left my doctor. So you guys know I've been struggling with doctors, right? And I've actually changed doctors like 4 times since March, and I'll tell you why. So I had the same doctor for years, and back in March, I think I told you the guys this in another video, but I'll just give you a quick synopsis. Back in March, I had I've been really sick, and my doctor couldn't see me, so I went to see a doctor who's at a much closer doctor's office than the one I was going to. And she seemed really nice. I really enjoyed my time with her. And so I talked to my doctor about switching doctors because she was so much closer than he was. And I had already talked to her when I saw her about switching doctors, and how, you know, I had already, a couple months before that, like 6 months before that, I'd gotten off a lot of my medication, and I really didn't want the medication that I was still on to be messed with. And she was like, no, I won't mess with your medication. So I had her until June, and then in June she called to schedule an appointment. It was like a telephone appointment, and basically I think I told you guys this whole story back when it happened, June or July. She basically started messing with my meds and trying to take things away, and I was really not happy about it, so I switched doctors. Well, I've struggled to find a doctor who will order my medication, so I've tried doctor after doctor and not really gotten anywhere with it. This is a Deus, and he's the Susu kit. Well, today, I picked a doctor, the only doctor it seemed like I could pick online, and I ended up picking a doctor that was in Orchards, Washington, which is quite a long distance. It's like an hour and 15 minutes from here. So there's no way I want to use that person as a doctor, but I wouldn't let me change it online again. So I had to call member services to get assigned to a new doctor. And she said, you know, the doctor that you had before, Dr. Spenceley, who's the doctor I've been trying to get back with but couldn't, finally had an opening. So I was able to go back to my old doctor. I can get my meds ordered. I'm really stoked to be back with him. I just love it. I've been trying to get back with him since I left and had all these problems with doctors, and I know I won't have a problem now. So that was really good news I got today. I'm really stoked about that. Yeah, so finally I can put the doctor problems to rest, and I'm not getting a new doctor until he retires, because I'm not going through this again. This has been a nightmare. So there we go. There's a Deus. Isn't he sweet? A Deus. All right, let's get my other Susu. We haven't dressed Nyani for a few weeks, so let's grab Nyani. Hold on. Here's Nyani. Here's my other Susu, Miss Nyani. Her hair's a little crazed. I gotta fix her hair. I'll fix her hair after I get some clothes on her. Huh? I say I'm not wearing any pants. I'm just wearing a cute little shirt, so I gotta put something warmer on her, because she is gonna get cold, huh, little girl? All right, let me grab, if you hear noise in the background, it's my daughter. She's playing on her VR game. You know, that's the thing where you wear the headset and you can play with other people. So she's online playing with other people on her VR, and she's in the room next door. Her door is closed, but she's pretty loud. So I'm not surprised we can hear her. She's a crazy one, that kid, but she is such a good kid. I just love that kid to pieces. She's just such a good kid. All right, let me see. I think this is, no, that's the 12-month one. All right, I'm going to put you guys on pause while I grab her an outfit. All right, I got this outfit. I think it's going to be so cute. It's like her I can't even talk. Her Where's Waldo outfit. So cute. So we'll put that on her. We got some socks right here. The socks we just took off a dais. We can use for her. I'm not sure which one of them has the limbs of Susu. I have to look it up to see what the actual limbs of Susu look like, because they have different limbs. They don't have the same limbs, which is odd because they're both supposed to be the Susu kit. So somebody's got something going on with their limbs. It's not uncommon for artists to do a mix and match kit, like to have, you know, to change out the limbs. So I'm positive, based on the markings on the flange, not the neck stamp, because even fakes have neck stamps, but the markings, the numbers on the flange match an authentic Susu that a friend of mine has that she knows is authentic. And I have a COA for both of these babies, so I know that they're authentic, but somebody's limbs ain't matching. I think that Nyani has the correct limbs, and I think that the other one is a mix and match, that Adeus is a mix and match. So it's not uncommon. Sometimes artists only buy the head and then they use the limbs from another kit. So it's not uncommon. It's not anything bad. It just, you know, I just need to know which one is the mix and match in case I ever decided to sell them, which I don't see me doing, but just in case, it's good to know who has the true limbs, because I think that Susu's limbs are identical to Maggie's, and Nyani's limbs match Chessie's limbs. So I think, and Chessie is an authentic Maggie. So I think I'd have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that Susu's limbs and Maggie's limbs are the same. So, which I mean, I love all the babies, but I kind of feel like it's cheating a little bit to just use the same limbs on two babies. I feel like artists should, you know, use different limbs for each kit just because it makes it unique. But I understand that, you know, some artists will reuse limbs, which is no big deal. But as you can see, she has the one open hand and the one little fist hand. And then Adeus, hold on, let me show you. I don't have either of their feet showing, but Adeus has, this hand is open and it's not as chunky as her hand. And then this one is, these definitely don't look like they're Susu limbs. I think it's him. Even his, now that I look at it, his hands look like they're different sizes. Look, I don't know. Let me see if you guys can see. This one looks much fatter than this one. So I don't know. He's obviously a mix and match baby, but that's okay with me. I don't mind. It don't bother me. It don't bother me none. It don't bother me. Anyway. Yeah, so here's Nyani. And we'll get her little hat put on. I actually have another one of these outfits if I can find the other one. I think it's downstairs. And then they could match. But look at Nyani. Look at her little pointed hood. It's so cute. So there's little Nyani. Nyani, 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 Nyani. There's Nyani. Yeah, she looks so cute. I gotta straighten her feet out. There we go. Okay. Ba 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 ba. Are you saying baba? You saying baba? You want your baba? Huh? Look at that face. I love the fact that she's a little bit cross-eyed because my daughter, even now, if she takes her glasses off, her eyes do all kinds of crazy things. Huh? Hi, Nyani. I did pick up some glue today that someone mentioned when I did my video on making bottles, and I picked up that silicone glue. I had it ordered. I ordered it a couple days ago, and then it came today, so I'm excited to try that out and see if that works on the nipples. So we'll give it a try and see, because I find that a lot of the glues don't hold when there's liquid, like constantly in contact with it, so we'll see. But I don't know if you guys saw it, but I did a short video when I was making all these bottles, and what I do is I put plastic wrap underneath the lip here so that it keeps it sealed. But I would love to find some way so that the milk can actually go into the nipple. You can also buy nipples without holes, but those just cost more money. So I got the glue and I was thinking I'd give that a try. And then this one is like a sippy cup type, but it's a bottle. It's not a cup. It's a sippy cup shaped nipple, but it's actually, it works as a baby bottle. So I think that's kind of cool. And I love the two little handles and the lunar theme. Well, let's dress another baby. Let's see who we got here. Since we're doing little guys, let's dress Milo. Here's Mr. Milo, and he's the Maggie as well. And you can see that he has the same limbs as Nyani. So I think that Nyani is the one with the authentic Susu limbs, and that the other baby, Adeus, I don't think he has authentic limbs. But like I said, it doesn't bother me to have a mix and match baby. So I'm not too worried about that. Let's put this on Milo and we'll find him a shirt. I think that's super cute. I love little overalls. Let me see if I can find a shirt for Milo. Can't wait to I'm going to put this on one of them. It's so cute. It's so vintage with a clown on it. It's so cute. Just adorable. Absolutely adorable. I want to thank everybody who comments on my videos. You guys are awesome. You give me such hope. Like every time I start feeling defeated, like it's just not going well and I'm not doing well enough, I think about you guys and I think about how you guys haven't given up on me. Like you guys still watch my videos and comment and subscribe and like my videos. And even though it's only a few people that do it, I really want to stick with it because you guys give me the motivation to keep going. You know, like, yeah, I'm not doing as good as some people are, but that's okay. I don't have to compare myself to other people. I'm doing good for me, you know? And who knows, maybe there'll be a spurt, you know, and I'll really shoot up there. And if not, that's okay. I enjoy making the videos, and I'm glad that you guys enjoy them. Every time I see people say that they're enjoying my videos, it just makes me feel good. So thank you so much for that. All right, let's get this off Milo. I love this little elephant outfit. Here's the little pants he was wearing with little elephants on it. And then he's got the little elephant on his shirt. I got an outfit for little Milo. So let's get this off him. Little Milo, little Milo. Yeah, if you guys get a chance to watch that video and comment and leave some comments about how unfair they're being to us, then please don't forget to let me know about that, because I want to know what you guys think. For real. Like, I really am interested. I want to know whether I'm overreacting or whether you guys think they're being unfair to us. No, Tiny, go. No, I'm doing something. Go. So anyway, you have to let me know if you happen to see the video that I posted about, or the things that they say, because I would be interested to see what you guys think. I'm just looking to see if I have the navy blue like little pants, or if I just have the overalls, because I think that with this yellow shirt would look better with a dark blue pair of pants. But I have a dark blue pair of overalls, but I think they're going to be too big for Milo. He's just a little guy, and these are like 3 to 6, I think. Oh, these are 6 to 9. Yeah, these are going to be way big for Milo. I think this shirt would look cute with the darker, but I don't have it. I have darker overalls downstairs. I'll have to bring some up. I've decided that I'm not going to take these babies back downstairs until I get the downstairs cleaned up, because it's going to be easier to clean it with less things around. And I have not even half my babies, but I have at least maybe 20 babies up here. So it's just more room to get things cleaned up. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to take them down until I get that craft room. So the way that it's set up down there is there's 2 bedrooms. There's a small bedroom and a really large bedroom that are off of a family room. And the family room is one big room, but we actually, when my mom lived down there, we had cut it in half with a curtain, so that one half of it was my craft room and the other half was like my mom's living room area, like sitting room. And so it's that room that has most of her stuff in it, that center room. The little 2 bedrooms have been made into nurseries, but I need to get that craft room, and I want to take that curtain down and expand that room to use the whole room for my craft room. And then I can start taking the babies back down. So some videos will be downstairs in the nursery with the babies that are down there. And some of them will be up here with the babies that are up here. Yeah, so we'll see. Here's little Milo. Here's little Milo. Look at that little face. He is so cute. He's so cute. And then Chessie is my other Maggie. I had another Maggie named Sophie, and her and my Sansa are probably the only two I truly regret trading. I really regret trading my Maggie. I miss her so much. So, yeah, sweetheart. Yeah, he is such a cutie. I just love him. I wish I could get another Maggie painted by Gwen. She does such beautiful work. I love her blushing. A lot of artists are afraid to really do a lot of blushing, but she does beautiful blushing, and I just love it. She also made my chalet, and my chalet has gorgeous blushing. There we go. There he is. There's that little man. Anyway, there he is. Doop, 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 doop. 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 So we're going to do the prayer tonight. I had stopped doing it for a few days because I had gotten some negative comments about it in the comments. But I've had some people who say they really enjoy it. So I'm going to do it again. Somebody said, if I'm like, because, you know, they don't like it that I cross myself. And you know what? I'm a Christian, not a Catholic. So I don't know why I do it. I think it's just habit because I was raised in the Catholic Church. So I got used to doing the cross. But it's not part of my religion now. So I think she's right in that I don't need to do it. But I think it's just habit. So there is Mr. Milo, and we'll say the prayer with him. Okay. Lord, I come to you tonight, and I thank you for all of the many blessings in my life. I thank you for the many blessings in all of our lives. I thank you for the food we have to eat, for the places we have to live, for the friends we have, the relationships we have, the clothing we have. I think sometimes, Lord, that we forget how blessed we are, that there are people in this world who literally have no food, and there are people in this world that live in mud huts or are homeless. People who don't have electricity or bathrooms. And I think it's easy for us to let our first world problems bog us down and to forget about our blessings. So my prayer to you tonight, Lord, is that you help everybody out there see their blessings and help them thank you for their blessings and be grateful for the life that we have and the fact that we are born in a first world country. I also ask that people who are not so fortunate as I am, that you help them, Lord, that you lift them up and you help them through the hard times and bring them some really good fortune, because everybody needs a period of good fortune to bring back their hope and to bring back their faith. So I hope that you can do that, Lord. I want to pray for everybody watching this video that they stay strong and healthy, that their families stay strong and healthy, that they're happy and they find peace in their lives, and that they never forget how grateful they need to be for their lives. The quickest way to lose a blessing is to not be grateful for it. So I pray that you help everybody see just how blessed they are and how easy it is to forget the simple things like internet. You know, we use the internet to make these videos and watch these videos. So everybody watching these videos is more blessed than a lot of people in that they have internet and they have the ability to watch videos or use their phone for those kinds of things. I also know that everybody can be grateful and still be struggling. So Lord, I ask that you help carry their burdens with them, that you ease their pain and carry their hearts in your hand. Show them compassion and grace, Lord, and help them feel better. I ask all of this through your Son, Jesus Christ, through Christ our Lord. Amen. So I hope you guys have a great night. I love you, and I will talk to you later. Bye, ladybugs.